Good morning, student. Welcome to the audio video class. I myself, Mrs. Lalita Khaire, the mathematics teacher of Standard 7. Today, we'll continue with the same chapter 6 indices and we'll complete the remaining set, that is set 29 and set 30. Now, before coming, we'll just revise the law. What is that? If A and B are non-zero rational number and M is an integer, then the first one, A into B raised to M. So this means what? A is also raised to M and B is also raised to M. This is the first one. Next, it is given in fraction A upon B. So this means that A is also raised to M and B is also raised to M. Based on this, we'll solve the sum. Next this is called as the power of a number in the index form. So that is A raised to M, then whole raised to N. So it will be M into N. So that will be Mn. Next, we'll do with the set 29. Now we'll proceed with the set 29 based on these two laws. So first one, it is 15 upon 12, the whole raised to 3, then whole raised to 4. So I said 3 multiplied by 4. So that is, in this form it is, so M into N, so that is 3 multiplied by 4, so that is 12. Next it is same thing, 4 into minus 2, so that is 8. You can convert into plus also, 1 upon 3 raised to 8. Both answers are correct. Next it is 1 upon 7 raised to minus 3 and then whole raised to 4. Like this you have to do the remaining sum. So multiply it and only the solution you have to find. You don't have to find the value. So this I have done the sum. The remaining sum, whichever it is not there, so that answers I will give. Next it is write the following numbers using positive indices. So 2 upon 7 raised to minus 2. Positive indices, so that means this power, it should be converted into positive form. So this, it is a multiplicative inverse. So what it will be? 7 upon 2 raised to 2. So that answer we will see now. 2 upon 7, see it is given a raised to minus m is equal to 1 upon a raised to m, where m is an integer and a is a non-zero rational number. So 2 upon 7 raised to minus 2. So first convert into multiplicative inverse. So 1 upon 2 raised to 7 raised to 2. Ultimately it is 7 upon 2 raised to 2. If you don't write this step and if you write this step, then also it is correct. 11 upon 3 raised to minus 5. So it will be 3 upon 11 raised to 5. Then 1 upon 6 raised to minus 3. So it will be 6 upon 1 raised to 3. Or you can write as 6 raised to 3. Because any number upon, suppose it is 4 upon 1. What is the meaning of 4 upon 1? It is 4. So 6 upon 1 means it is 6 only. Y raised to minus 4. So it will be 1 upon y, the whole raised to 4. So that is there. Next we will come to the last set. So that is set 30. Find the square root. It is asked to find by the prime factorization method. First find the factor. Factor we have already studied how to find the factor. I'll just show you how it is. Suppose is it 625. You know it is divided by 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are, then it will be 12 and then like this 125. Then 5 25s are 125. Then 5 5s are, then 5 ones are. You can do by this way and then you write the factor method. 625. It is split into what? 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. This is a prime factor method. Then under root means these two numbers, just divide this. This make a pair. This is one pair and this is the other pair. So from this one pair, 1 5 will be out and from this other pair, 1 5 will be out, like this. Similarly for this it is 3 363s are 1089. Then 3 121s are 363. Then 11 11s are and 11 1s are. First write in the multiplication form. This 1089. So that is prime factor multiplication form. Then make a group. 3 into 3, that is one group. 11 into 11, that is one group. So when you put the under root, so that means it is a square root. Now, so you have to take only one number then. From these two, you have to take one number. 3 into 11, so that is 33. In the same way, this is a big number. So you do by this way. So how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 2's are there. So if you put under root from 12, how many 2's it will be come out? 6. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see there. This you can make a group of 3 here. Then you can make a group of 3 here. Then next you can continue like this. So you can make a group of 3 here, and then you can make a group of 3 here. Instead of making the so that it will be from these two group, so one pair will come out, and from here it is, that is you have make a group of 3 2's and then make a group of 3 2's. So that means it will be one pair will come out. So that is, this is one pair and this is one pair, total 6 2's. If you don't know how to do, just count it how many 2's are there. Then when you put the under root, if it is 12, so 6 will come out, 6 2's. If it is 10 2's, 5 2's will come out. Like this it is. If it is 14 2's, then 7 2's will come out. If it is 4, then 2 2's will come out, like this. So this is how you have to do the sum. So answer I given first, second, then third you do on your own, fourth it is done, and that I shown you also, and then this is the fifth one. So you can copy down the answers from here. See, it is written, to find the square root, we'll take one number from each pair and multiply. This is written in the sentence. So this is 3 into 3, so one pair will come out. 11 into 11, so one pair will come out. In a similar way for this, from this one pair will come out, from this one pair will come, like this it goes on. In a similar way for this, one pair will come out, and from this one pair will come out. It is written, you read it carefully what it is written on the slide. To find the square root, we will take one number from each pair and multiply. So this answer I have given, you can copy from the slide. Only third one I have not done, that you can do on your own. Now here it is, some questions are there. Try to write the following numbers in the standard form. This is given in textbook page number 48. The diameter of the standard form means it should be written in the 10 raised to power something, like that. So just count how many zeros are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 zeros are there. But we are putting the point here. Okay. So that is, you are putting the point where you are putting the point between 1 and 4. So it will be 1.4 into 10 raised to 9. So like this it is represent the diameter of the sun. 1.4 into 10 raised to 9 meter. How you represent the velocity of the light in meter per second? Just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 into 10 raised to 8. Here it is one digit number 3. So for that purpose we have to take one digit. You can't write here as 14 into 10 raised to 9. No. 1.4 into 10 raised to 9, and here it is 3 into 10 raised to 8. So with this we have finished with this lesson. Complete the exercise whatever set it is there in your notebook. And the next bit is joint bar graph. So that we'll do at the end. Before that we'll do the set, that is a chapter 8, and the bar graph we'll do at the end. So as chapter 8 gets over, be ready with the graph paper. No need to buy the graph book. If you have the graph book of the previous standard, you can use that book for the completing the lesson joint bar graph.